which we are using to compute the value at risk, especially from a market risk standpoint. The various methods that are used for assessing the risk that is associated in a security or a portfolio. See, there are so many approaches to measure the risk. We have already seen in case of bonds. We have looked at duration. We have looked at key rate duration. We have looked at the regression based hedging, the various mechanisms to actually identify the risk amount as well as come out with the mitigation hedging kind of mechanism. This is one of the newly evolved mechanism in terms of finding out how much of your amount is really at risk. It is applicable for all: market risk, credit risk, operations risk. For every risk, there is a mechanism of computing the VAR. So there are few traditional approaches. See, the way the VAR is actually represented is with this kind of a notation. Probably 1% daily VAR is equal to probably $5,000. What does this mean? There is a 1% chance, which is something to do with the confidence level and significance levels. Every time the VAR has to be quoted in this way itself. There is a 1% chance that on a daily basis, my portfolio will lose, portfolio or security or whatever it is, my portfolio will lose more than 5,000. So that's the typical definition of a VAR. Today almost the banks have to report the VAR on their daily basis. This is simply the way we are defining, and Basel also has defined some of the requirements for market VAR, credit VAR, all kinds of VARs associated, and at the end it is nothing but it's a way to quantify statistically the minimum possible loss for you. Minimum in sense 1%. I mean the chance of a loss of 5,000 or more